You're gonna wait till someone finishes anyway. Hi, Mum. Here he comes.
Mics are live, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ATBA UK Championships 2023, coming to you from Bugsboarding in Gloucestershire, and we are live for your oral and visual pleasure the whole event through. Our first riders have just come onto the hill, and now you can see us. I'm Dan Watson.
And I'm Paul Sloggett. So we've had Will Fox drop down the hill and a beer and Martlow. We've got no idea of the times yet, but we will bring you an update on what the fastest time down there is very soon.
Both those riders are the first riders of the day to drop, and we will be covering as much as we can for as long as we possibly can, weather permitting. This event is due to last, I think, for just over an hour long in a jam format, as many races through, with as many runs as they can muster in that time.
And we've got Margot on the hill doing her first time run. She's coming down through the slippery S, as we've named this part.
Margot joining us all the way from France. She's travelled a long way to be here today, and she's just sliding out before the finish line there. Margot, get back on your feet. Get across that line and get back up and have another go.
She's through the laser. Lovely jubbly. So who have we got next coming through?
We are looking at a replay at the moment of that bottom section and that slippery slide out there around the sycamore tree. Unlucky Margot, she'll be wanting a rerun on that. Thank you for joining us today. This is what would normally be the Dirt Podcast, joining you today, hosting and doing a bit of mic work live, so please bear with us on that front.
Because we were both amateurs.
Jeff Bond is now on the hill. He's taking a fast line past the sycamore and is heading down through the S's there, keeping it nice and steady. If he can keep this clean at the moment with the wet on the ground, he'll be happy with that. And just down through that final corner there and across the laser beam.
I think he'll be happy with that one.
I think he'll be happy with that. He kept it clean. As this course dries out, it'll only get quicker, and that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping for the weather to hold off, and we can get some good riding done for you today. I think next rider at the top of the hill is one of our younger competitors here. This is Leo, a Bugsboarding local.
He had a phenomenal week at Compiègne. He done really well.
Yeah, just unfortunately I think got run wide a little bit in the final straight of his finals, and I think came out fourth. Unlucky there on that, Leo, but he'll be hoping to do better than that this weekend. And we are hoping to have a full weekend of racing for you and freestyle.
Little jump over the line, little cheeky one.
That's it. You can see Leo just on the slow-mo replay, just heading around the freestyle kickers there. These will be in use tomorrow for the freestyle.
And I'm watching a James Wankling come down. He's messing with his straps on the way down there.
Messing with the strap, or was he getting into a bit of a speed tuck down the bottom section? One of our fastest competitors there, and breaking his own curse this year, taking home third in the Compiègne World Championships recently.
Stoked for him with that one.
Stoked for him indeed. I think that's Alex there, Alex Hayden, coming up from South Coast Mountainboarding, taking a bit of a slide around the sycamore, and now heading through this freestyle line, the course weaving down the hill here, utilising the grass.
Oh, and he's pulled up short of the line.
Just controlling that speed and across the beam. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, that sycamore section there is really quite slippery, and the more riders that go through there, the more slippery it's going to become, unless the sun comes out.
I'd like to see someone come out of it with some camouflage attached to their helmet as well. I think that would make my day.
Do you know what? The last time I saw a tree with blankets or mattresses in front would have been Glendevon in Scotland back in 2003. Oh, Simon Harwood on the course at the moment, a supreme free rider. I expect him to keep this a clean run without the commentator's curse.
Nice and tight to that post. Bit of bum rubbage there.
He is looking smooth and quick down this course there.
Oh, yeah, he'll be happy with that.
He will be happy, and he's across the line with a little ollie. Hopefully he didn't ollie over the laser beam.
Don't want to upset Mr. Bryn with a jump over the laser.
Little bit of a clean air ollie. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Normally the downhill here would probably have taken place throughout the entirety of the centre here, weaving in across, utilising downhill sections from the biking tracks and our own border crosses. But given the weather conditions, we have had to tweak it a little bit today to make it a little bit safer and maintain the conditions. On the
Ashley Hollins.
Ash Hollins.
Ash Hollins has just taken one to the bum. But he's back up, quick, smart. He didn't stay down for long.
No, he did not.
He's a competitive rider. He likes to get fast ones in.
As we know, though, these courses can come down to fractions of a second when all things are said and done. But that sycamore tree section there is a proper slide fest.
It's taken a lot of people out, that one is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I thought the top section was going to be the bit that took the most riders out, but the sycamore is doing its job.
Well, I think maybe the top section, maybe they're a little bit, they're just coming off of the gate there, aren't they?
They haven't picked up a lot of speed yet.
Yeah, it's still quite a slow section there. But certainly they've built up a head full of speed by the time they reach this. By the time they reach this sycamore, straight back up to his feet again. Hopefully this rider there, I'm not sure of the number or name, will keep it clean for the rest of this trail down now. He's certainly managed to pick up speed again in the bottom section. Oh no, and he's just gone down again right near the bottom. He'll be hopping around for a bit of speed to try and race across the line there.
Right in front of the spectators as well, giving them a show.
There we go, looking at that last incident again. He did catch a nice toe side edge there. Our man Slogs is very familiar with catching a toe side edge. The Scorpion King, some people have referred to.
It is my signature trick, there is no doubt about it. It just comes natural to me.
Oh, who we got here? Kira Bishop, one of the youngest riders today. She has had this course clean. She's hoping to get there. Dad Mark Bishop, world champion for the Masters division there, giving her a little pep talk. Not helping her down here in any way, shape or form other than in the moral way as a good dad should do.
Here she comes.
Hopefully he'll save a bit of energy for his own ride in there. Kira's got the speed now, making it safely through that sycamore section. Yes, Kira.
She's pointing that finger in the direction he wants to go. There's a top tip from her dad this morning. She's keeping it low on that board. She's stood up now, though.
That's it.
She's got this. She's got this.
Using very simple beginner techniques there. Just absolutely perfect for learning how to navigate these open areas.
Kira has got her first time running. She'll be stoked with that. I can see her dad is very, very happy with that one.
That's it. Look at her coming past that tree now in the slow motion. Perfect technique. Crouched down low like the Jason Lee, the godfather of mountainboarding himself, would be proud right now watching these youth.
That'll be Kira, stoked with that one. We've got Tyler Bishop to come as well, and a Mark Bishop. Sarah Watson is not riding this weekend.
But behind us I can see Lisa McLennan coming all the way down from Scotland, but hailing from Northern Ireland. She is an absolute behemoth on this track.
Coming back from an injury, she had an elbow dislocation and breakage. She's back on her board for the first time this weekend for a long time, but she is looking good.
Super clean there, super fast. I am going to say I haven't seen any live timing so far, but I'm guessing that was one of the quickest, if not the quickest of the day so far. Keeping a super tight line through that section there in front of the freestyle kickers, and looking back up to the hill, I'm sure our next rider will be coming in behind us in any second now. Here we go. Who have we got coming in now? Another rider there, another female rider.
That's Alice.
That's it, Alice Pickle there. She's looking
She's
quick
got-
in this top
Whoa,
section.
that was a
Hold it-
lovely
hold it
line.
together,
Hold
looking
it
super
together.
quick.
Whoa.
Yes,
That
she's
was a
held that together. She's going to be pleased with that. She is carrying a lot of speed down into this bottom section. If she can hold that together there now all the way, these ladies are going to be leading the pack.
Yeah. Oh,
Go on,
she's
Alice.
in. Go on.
And across the line
That
she
was
gets
a
it.
beautiful run.
Wasn't that
That
a
line
cracker?
through the sycamore, my
Looking
favourite
down.
of the day so far.
And here you're watching that same line in slow-mo now. Super tight, super low.
I like that, and I liked it a lot.
That was incredible, wasn't it, just? These ladies have got a bit of extra flexibility over us old dudes, that's for sure. I don't know as I'm getting down that low these days. Next rider heading here, another from the Scottish borders there. That looks like Elan. I
We've got
expect this
Elan.
to be a quick time of the
He
day.
is a Cornish brethren living in Scotland now. We know he's fast. We know that he's competitive from EBIT. He is a sender.
Well, I'm glad you mentioned there, Evie, because an interesting fact about this rider is he, despite having a bit of involvement with mountain boarding back in the day, like riding with the likes of the Cowstock crew, he has recently come back to downhill mountain boarding through electric riding. But go and check him out on his socials there at E-Man Tree Border for some exceptional electric footage. He's an absolute sender.
Yeah, he's an animal. He is a bit of
proper
an animal.
He's riding an Apex Predator board there. You may know of Apex boards through their electric endeavours as well, but riding it without the battery pack here. Looking to the left there, I can see Alex Hayden from South Coast Mountain Boarding heading down, looking quick through that sycamore. There's a new line opening up there, a new tight inside line. These riders are all looking quick now. The ground is starting to dry out. We've not had any showers of rain for the moment, and touching the wood of the North Shore that I'm stood on, we won't have any more now for this afternoon.
That was a nice clean run through there. Looked pretty fast to me.
Looking at this replay now, straight through that sycamore section, nice and low on the toes there. A regular rider, obviously with mountain boarding the same as snowboarding and skateboarding, regular goofy and surfing, regular and goofy riding, you'll see two different lines come through these sections there. Obviously they're all looking for the full line, but how they tackle that dependent on their weight distribution is what we're looking at. On track now, I think, is Andy Dumelow. I'm not seeing number there too. By the time they've gone too far,
Too fast,
by
too
the
much
time
of a
they've gone
blur.
past, I can't see the number, but I'm pretty sure that's Andy Dumelow.
Pretty
heading
sure it
down
was
there.
because he had his son shouting "Go Daddy, Go Daddy" from the side of the track. 2:26, Andy Dumelow. Well done, mate.
There we
Your
go.
eyes are working better than mine. At
That's
your
all
age.
right. I'm happy with that. Andy Dumelow is a Team Neat rider there, representing from the northern part of the UK. Again, another very strong, exceptional free rider. And this particular track will suit that sort of riding today. You may see some quicker times from some of these riders that are used to free riding as opposed to centre-based riding, reaching the top of the timings. Back at the top of the hill, we've got the next rider ready, waiting to drop in. And bear with us one minute. I think we have one of our younger riders strapping in. They're just ensuring that they're ready, set to go. We try to be as encouraging to the youth as we can in this sport, and keep them all included and having fun. And 7 years old, this young rider here. I'm not sure of her name yet. Look at that style. Hold it together, that's it.
We have got rider Bella, number 42 on the track, 7 years old, I believe she is. She's ripping in a pink tie-dye Bugs boarding top. She's looking nice down through the sycamore. Oh, she donked her head on the tree. She's up again though.
Yes, Bella. That's it. Back on the full line
Dad
again
is
now.
running alongside her for some support in his wellies. Dad's owning quite a tight line there as well. Through the S's. She's got it nice and low down through there.
These youth are coming through Bugs boarding in their sort of youth development team down there.
Oh, she's
all
taking a little
putting in
tumble
lots of
just
time,
before the line
spending
comes
a lot
back
of time down here over the school holidays now. There's a real community aspect for these younger riders.
And she's across the line.
Look at this, round past Sycamore, little donk of the helmet on the inside line there. She's good as gold and back up and ready to ride for the rest of the day. I think this is...
We've got Andy Brend just coming down through the front end of the course at the moment into the Sycamore. We know Mr. Brend is fast. He's got that really clean.
He has got it clean.
He's pushing for speed. He's
trying to work the front end a little bit.
Oh, he is taking it tight to those two corners. Very nice.
Holding it together and across the line. He'll be happy with that.
I was happy with that.
You're easily pleased though, aren't you?
Very easily pleased, Daniel. Very, very easily pleased.
Those riders are starting to really favour that inside line tight on the Sycamore there. We're seeing the line move a little bit around and taking as the ground starts to dry out. They're holding able to hold a much tighter line in around there, increasing the speed for the rest of the course.
Tyler Bishop now coming through the Sycamore. He is steaming down through there.
Tyler.
Holding it tight and clean into the chicanes where the S's are. He's got a lot of speed going into there. He'll be happy with that.
Looking nice, standing tall on that toe side. He has kept it together there around the back of the tabletop. Heading down into the home straight there and across the laser beam finish.
Yeah, he'll be happy with that one.
He will be happy. excuse the excitement there on the cameras wobbling. Yes, Tyler looking nice, standing tall through that section, holding it together. Again, another younger rider that we've got to encourage the youth coming through here. Mountain boarding as a whole, across all board sports as a whole, has been through a little bit of a lull in recent years, but we're all doing our best to push this sport forward now again and drag the kids out away from their Xboxes.
Get off your PlayStations and get off the couch.
Dylan Radface Warren, get off your couch. Hashtag get off your couch. Shout out to your brother all the way in Australia.
Well, he may not be here, but there's plenty of his boards here.
Next rider at the top of the hill is waiting to drop. Just waiting for confirmation on who.
I believe it might be Jack Dudley. If my eyes do not deceive me, they are old and dim, but I believe it might be a Dudley. We've got a little bit of a wind blowing across the hill, which is helping dry the track out. It will speed up. We will get lucky and get some more speed going down. Here we go. We have got a Jack Dudley dropping into the top section through the little chicanes there, holding it lovely and tight. Got a lot of speed coming down into the Sycamore. Very tight line, very tight on that inside of that bark there. He could have done some bark rubbing there, Dan, on his way through. Through the S's, nice, and holding his speed very well through there.
Oh, just commentator's curse there, unfortunately, right before the finish line. He's going to have to tic-tac across and get himself over to the lift line and ready back up top for another one.
He'll want another one after that.
Oh no, Jack, just sliding out on that hillside
A
there.
little bit wet down in that bit there. There's been a couple who's taken a tumble through there. Hello, Tom Rees, the handsomest man in mountain boarding to your right.
To my right, Tom Rees. Hello, Tom. Don't worry about heading up there. We've got another rider on the back there. Camera
shakes.
Is that Tyler making his way? Was it
That was Aaron. That's Aaron Carter.
Aaron
on the hill.
Carter there in the bottom part of the hill there?
He would have had a choice of about 1 million MBS boards, all in pristine condition to have a go on today.
Tom Rees just signalling from the side there. He is so stoked to see the younger riders coming through here today. And we're back on us again.
Oh, I shall turn around then. I was too interested in the top of the hill.
We're live streaming to you today from Bugs Boarding in Gloucestershire. Unfortunately, we had hoped to be streaming the Border Cross this afternoon, but due to overnight weather, we've had to.
I'll stop you there, Dan, because we've got Sonny Dibben coming down through. He took a nice clean line through the Sycamore. He's into the S's, nice and tight, holding it well there. A little bit of an arm wave.
That's it, Sonny. Hold it clean and tight through there. In his own words, the best mountain boarder in the world.
And the hardest man in Nottingham.
The hardest man in Nottingham, that is for sure.
Although he's not in Nottingham now, so I reckon I could take him.
Little bit of a hop there through the Sycamore section, but sometimes this can be the quicker option. A little hop on the front wheels. It's not a technique used in snowboarding. Sometimes in skateboarding, they're a little tic-tac. On course now, I can see the blue helmet and the UK Mountainboarding t-shirt again.
That's Simon?
I think it is Simon Harwood again.
It is. He
just taking out the ticker tape there.
took a bit too much speed coming around the Sycamore, wiped himself out, didn't get himself wrapped up too badly though. He's still on the course, getting his timed run to the end. Through the laser.
Over the line. These riders all taking that inside line, but with the increased speed, they've got to make a tight turn straight afterwards again. That seems to favour the goofy rider, the Sycamore tree. They can get down low on the hill edge and grab the front rail and just hike it round there, where the regular riders have to take a toe-side approach to that, and a little bit of a stickier situation on the exit there, carrying a lot more speed.
And there's a chance to hug a tree on the way through as well with your toe side through there.
Oh, we don't mind a bit of tree hugging. I almost said we're naturists then, but that would imply something else. We are fully
Not
clothed.
today. Maybe if the weather clears up tomorrow.
Looking back up to the top of the hill then, ladies and gentlemen.
Looks like David Marshall is locked and loaded, ready to go, I believe. His turn's come around quick, actually.
That's it.
Unless he's been doing a bit of snaking. We're on. Coming down through the first section.
That's it, rider 888, David Marshall coming all the way over from Northern Ireland there. We haven't seen him for a number of years, but he hasn't stopped shredding in the meantime. He's looking quick through that top section. If he can hold that speed all the way down, he'll be happy.
He'd done quite a crafty little speed check just before the Sycamore. It was quite good. Made him have a clean line down through the rest of it. He knows what he's doing.
Oh no! He's just slid out on that last little...
And there's a lot of people sliding out on that corner.
It makes me wonder just how slippery it is. Obviously, we're sat up at the top and haven't been encountering too much in terms of weather. of late, but there may well be a little bit of pooling down the bottom.
Water does drain downhill, Dan, that's a fact.
You can take that to the bank. Not often we deal in facts, but yeah, water goes downhill.
I think that might be the first fact of the day, fact of the year that's been correct.
I've got another fact. Here's Rhys Crilly on the track right now. Rhys Crilly, one of the creators of the BFC rider group back in the day, putting out films on DVD, free for all riders back in the day, filmogenic like this.
Yeah.
Picture this.
Also putting together cream teas and jam.
And unfortunately he's decided not to cross the finish line and go to the left. I'm going to tell my mate Slogs here to stop crossing his legs, because every time he does, he knocks the whole camera system.
Apologies,
up and down.
I am a fidget bum. I can't sit still for very long.
We're back with us at the top, just filming whilst we're waiting for the next rider to drop in behind us. Yes, we do hope tomorrow to bring you the live footage of the border cross and freestyle. The weather is looking a lot better for the day. We're just shooting back over now. We're looking at Jamie Charles, I believe, on the hill. Jamie Charles had a recent trip to Japan, went and rode with all our friends over there, Makan and Yuya and Champ and the whole Japanese crew. He went out there with his brother, had a fantastic time, made great use of the fantastic mountain board centre and the community, balanced community over there. Looking at this on slow-mo now, you can see he was there. Oh, we're back with us.
And we're back.
We are experiencing a slight little mizzle coming across. Hopefully it won't get any worse than that, than what we're currently experiencing.
A mizzle was a very Cornish thing to say, Dan. I'm very proud of you. You've been down there for a while now, getting the hang of it. You could drive while eating a pasty as well.
I can see there is a lots on offer for everybody here at Bugs Boarding. I can see over in the distance there behind the track, youth taking advantage of the grass sledges, scooters, obviously mountain boards, bikes are encouraged here as well. Bugs is really open up to everyone else.
They've got a phenomenal new bike line gone in on the far side of the border cross. It is huge.
We've got airbag facilities for training. There's even a new electric track being put down the bottom by the Stitched crew, that being Simon Neck and Mark Sewell. They put a lot of time and effort into that, and if you're into PEV electric stuff,
we got Ashmo Slogson coming down. Ashmo Slogson taking a twig with him, leaving debris on the track, coming through the S's now. The nicest smelling mountain boarder in the world. I think we can definitely confirm that, can't we?
We can indeed.
If you see him in person,
I can also confirm that we're going to have double drops happening. This for the cameras and for the community at large, we are going to move into double drops on the track at the same time.
Thrills.
Who have we got? Scotty Leadbiter is on track at the moment. He's gone down and taken out the ticker tape around that sycamore.
So okay, we will charge him for that post he's broken. We'll invoice him later for that one.
I've already sent the email out.
His card is marked. They don't grow on trees, plastic posts. I don't know if you knew that.
You are on fire with your facts today, aren't you? Plastic posts do not grow on trees. Anyhow, Slogs is not on track. Scotty Leadbetter is on track and he's making his way down to the laser beam, crossing the line there.
Shout out to Marek for fixing the ticker tape for us. Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much, Marek, for ticker taping us. We are back up here with us now, live at the top. Well, not quite at the top, about a third of the way down here.
We've got a lovely position though on this North Shore.
We have got a lovely position on
I feel like a king.
A king amongst men. We ride at dawn. I tell you what, with the schedule that we might have to keep tomorrow, well, there may well be some dawn riding going on practice. We've got another youth on the track here now. Zach there in the yellow helmet,
This is Zach's second day on a mountain board. He came here yesterday. He is the nephew of Lee and Matt Brent. Oh, and he's taken an alternative route. He's come back in though. Hey, we'll give him that one. He took the tourist route.
I don't think he'll need a time deduction for that deviation there as he heads down towards the finish line. Yes, Zach.
We'll give him that one. I like that.
There you go. You can see him off-road, off trail there. Head back onto the track there. Auntie Lee in the distance there with the dog there, encouraging her nephew across the line. Up on track, I can see Neil Kimmins there, one of our elder statesmen of the community. He's come out for a ride this weekend.
Got a nice clean line through that S there. I like that.
He has.
He's got it held together there. Solid riding. And across through the laser by the AT Borders flag.
Crossing over to that little section there of these live action replays, and you're back with us now at the top. As we were saying, yes, Neil come out for a play this weekend. He's been absent from the scene for the last year or two, but we are seeing an influx of riders coming back into the community again now. It's always a hard sell when we're playing with the inclement UK weather.
We've got Walter on the track now. Walter's come all the way from Germany. He had a terrific Worlds. Lovely bloke, really rate him, really like him. Go and say hello to him.
That's it, him and his brother making the trip over to France there for the World Championships and absolutely storming in all categories. Oh, Walter.
It is slippery in there, Dan. That section is slipperoo.
Take a note of his trucks there. Walter is riding, I believe, flame trucks. We also have a second rider now. What I said about double dropping, we've got another rider on the track. We're speeding up the drop process, so the camera will be working to keep up with everybody.
Oh, and he's down again. That is
such a slippery corner down there. Just after the freestyle kickers, as these riders are heading down there. We haven't had a track walkthrough in the last hour or so, and I'm assuming that there's a lot of mud starting to come to the surface as we lose traction, as the grass gets ripped up. There'll be slippery sections coming in.
And that's biting a lot of people, that bit there.
It really does, it really does. But there's certainly no shortage of fun, that's for sure. Slog's taking a drink as rider number 55 slides right behind us on camera there. You couldn't write that up.
Was that Paul Carter?
That was Paul Carter there.
Paul Carter with a live action shot for us. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. He's coming around the Sycamore. He's taken quite a tight line across there. Coming through to the S's. Around the medium freestyle kicker he goes. In behind it. Into the slippery patch. Will he get through there? Yes, he's held that together.
He has made it through.
We've got
in
Connor.
The top section now. Connor Smout is making his way down.
And he's got a fast line coming through there.
He has got a fast line.
At the little hop, pulled it round. Oh, he's waving his arms like a windmill.
Maybe he's trying to generate a bit of extra power there with those arms.
Oh, you don't think he was trying to dry the track out?
Oh, well, that would be very generous on him. He is a very generous guy. Stephen Morris now, aka Horse,
came
in the
down
top section there. One of our older riders.
I'm quite impressed with how low he got down on his board then.
He did get very low.
And he's got down low again there. He's got those corners.
He was struggling a little bit in the practice earlier on, but he seems to have got it together now.
Yeah, he certainly has.
Holding it clean there.
Yeah.
And across the line, nicely done, Horse. Look at how low he is in this live action replay. Grabbing that front rail, channeling his inner Jay Lee.
We've got Rennie Miles dropping into the top section here.
Rennie Miles.
He's got a nice clean line through there. He's got down real low. Oh, nice
holding
and
it tight through the Sycamore there.
This looks like a nice fast run.
Rennie's been in the scene since the 90s, in his single digits himself, riding an old MBS frame board that his father brought home from a skiing trip to America back in the day.
I believe it was taller than he was.
It was taller than he was. He managed to fit some...
We've got Kira down on the hill again. She's coming down. She's got past the sycamore. She's stoked. She's waving her hands in the air already.
One of our youngest riders, Kira, at 7 years old, is absolutely pointing and shooting this bottom section of the course now.
She's waving her hands in the air
kept
again.
The top section completely clean. Yes, Kira, hold it together. She's going to be super stoked with that. One last corner and across the line.
Big cheer from the crowd. Super stoked for that one. Really happy for her.
What can we say? What can we say?
Whoop,
Boom.
whoop.
We'll have a bit of that. I think we'll be zooming back up to the top of the hill very shortly for our next rider.
I'd love to see the youth on the hill.
It's encouraging. It's encouraging. They're the next generation.
Right, and we've got Emlyn Bainbridge,
Current overall world champion.
MBS rider.
Open overall world champion, I have to say. And a very unique style all of his own.
You find him very interesting, don't you?
A very interesting young man. He's not just a proficient and prolific mountain boarder, but a proficient and prolific music artist.
He certainly is. I've got a lot of time for Aubrey Common. We've got...
Oh, who's that just gone behind us?
833, number 833.
Connor Clark.
Connor Clark, that's correct. Well done. He's got a lot of speed going through those S's. Can he hold it together? Oh, no. I shouldn't have really said that.
Commentator's curse there on Connor Clark.
That's Harry Jessup coming down through the S's there. Got it clean, got it clean. Keep it going through the slips and slide bit over the line.
Okay. Currently you're just with us at the top at the moment, and I can see behind us there one of our youth riders from Bugs Boarding there. Oh, this is young Bella again, 7 years old, holding it together. She'll get an open track here for herself. Mum in the background, offering a bit of moral support. She's making the way down onto this hillside before the sycamore.
Pulled a little power slide to speed check.
At 7 years old, we can't hope for too much out of these guys. What we can hope for is participation and fun.
She's got this. She's going down through the straights into the S's now. Nice and low, controlling those turns.
Another little slide to control her speed. We are going to try to keep a concentration on one rider at the time. We only have the one camera available at the moment to be able to offer you the footage. So in the meantime, we will keep going with one rider and concentrating on them, and we will try to audio over the top.
Bella's got herself down the top.
And that was a quick ad there for ATB Shop, one of our main sponsors, and on track now one of their main riders, Bjorn Martlew.
He's a sender.
He is an absolute sender, riding one of his own decks. There, he has produced this deck himself, and he will be happy with a quick time there. He looked very rapid down that. Did he not?
He certainly did. He's a very competitive rider. He'll want to get a good run. And this is Aaron Carter coming down through the Sycamore now.
We'll stick with Aaron Carter till the bottom of the run now.
A little 180 power slide, hop back round, kept it going. Into the S's, around the back of the medium freestyle.
He's holding it nice and tight round the back of the freestyle kicker there. Into the bottom section, and unfortunately a little slide out. Off the side of the track, unfortunately. But he'll make it across the line.
And I believe we'll have Mark Bishop coming into shot as well. Now he's just dropped into the S's.
It will not be into shot, it'll be back on us. Every time we look at that, it'll be back at us.
We are the professional unit known as the Dirt.
So our next rider now on track, we'll follow it on this in front of us, is, I don't know. It's the bottom line. I don't actually know who the rider is from there, but we're going to stick with them. They took a little... Angus took a little slide around the Sycamore. There, he should hoping to keep it clean through there. A little hop round the back of the freestyle kicker. You can see the scooters and the grass sledges in the background there. These are all available to hire at Bugs Boarding. Little replay of Angus around the Sycamore here. Still slippy and slidey there, but managing to keep it together. So thank you for joining us today around the world. This is a world first for the ATBA UK and the Dirt hosting this in collaboration with Camera Innovations.
Thank you very much, Camera Innovations, for doing all the hard work.
And thank you very much in the background there. We had one of the riders just taking a little bit of an alternative line behind us in the booth.
That sycamore tree is looking slippery now. It's been dug up and churned up.
Mountain boarding is a grassroots sport over here, and we do our best to encourage beginners and alike to take part, meet the community, and generally have fun.
Come and join us, we don't bite.
There'll be a party tonight with live music, a bit of drum and bass from Slam Rick.
And we've also got the charity shop challenge for the lovely Claire Sloggett's birthday, although it was her birthday last week.
You slipped that in, haven't you?
I had to. I will get brownie points for that later.
Heading back to us in the booth.
Fire in the booth.
Fire in the booth and fire on the track. Lisa McLennan just taking a little spin option there, controlling her speed, unfortunately.
She knows that's not as fast as her last run. She's just cruising now. She's got that first lap in, which was pretty tasty. I'm sure she'll be straight up back at the top of the hill.
On the replay, that front side spin there and a revert round, setting her back on track.
To be fair, she didn't stop totally. She was still rolling.
No, she did not stop totally. She was using that as a speed control rather than a full stop. On the track next to us, I can see Ashley Hollings there. That was Alex Hayden just finishing off the line there. Ashley Hollings currently on track, but you're looking at us. We'll be heading back to the top of the hill for the next rider in just a moment, who has gone down just past the Sycamore and taken an alternative line again. Where is he going?
He's gone to the ice cream van.
I'll have a 99, please. Extra sauce.
And I want sherbet on mine, please. The pink and the blue ones.
That's it. Where is he going? He ducked under that ticker tape there, over the roller, and he's He's off into the beginner area. We've no idea why. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe he just wanted to have a straight line run.
We will ask him. Or we'll give him a map.
We'll give him a map for the next one. James Wanklin now on track. World Border Cross number 3. Hoping to take home at least a podium in today's downhill.
He done very well at ATB Live as well.
He did do very well at ATB Live. Holding it together then across the line.
I don't think I've been happier for anyone more than when James done that no comply with the stair set at Swindon.
You were very happy.
I was very happy for him. It's a nice trick. I love a no comply. It has to be said.
That's because you've got itchy feet.
It's very true. Who've we got coming down here now?
That there.
Don't know, but it was very clean through the sycamore.
On a no snow. No snow's still a legit board for this sort of terrain.
Certainly is. We use the no snows to their full effect.
Yes, we did. The no snows were the board of choice for the France downhill, certainly amongst the UK crew.
Certainly was. We was mixing and matching. We set one up for the goose, one for the regs, and we all had a go.
I tell you what though, Dom, Matt and David did not need a no snow for their runs, and were putting in stonkingly fast runs.
Okay,
on their
we got
MBS and Hero boards.
and Mr. Wong going down the track. He's got a clean line.
Oh, the commentator.
He had a clean line, and he just dropped it slightly. But he's back up.
You can still speak.
I can still speak. I'm just a bit gobby. And he's coming down through the S's now, in behind the intermediate freestyle, into the tight corners. A little bit slippy. He is down again. It is very slippy down there.
Apparently the audio at the start of this broadcast was a little low. We're making apologies for that. This is a bit of a learning experience. We're working within the elements out here, and let me tell you, as you can probably see in the clouds around as the cameras pan, that there is a lot of grey clouds just waiting. But it's holding for us. It is holding for us at the moment, and this track is drying out as we speak. Looking up to the top of the hill now, I see a hell of a beard. A hell of a beard. I don't know what that's going to do for his streamlining.
I don't know, but that is a Viking on wheels. I might go and stroke that beard later after a few beers if he lets me.
Well, providing he's not straight back onto the long bloat.
Very true. And he's got down.
Let's take a little replay of the slide out now around the sycamore tree. There it is. Took that inside line and just couldn't quite hold it on his toes there. You know, once the board gets up onto 2 wheels, it's a little bit more difficult to control. 4 wheels good, 2 wheels bad.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact. Leo, one of our youngest riders, now on track, 14 years old in that speed tuck position.
I like that speed tuck. He wanted that. Head down low, arms behind it. It's like he was on a longboard.
That's it. A lot of the techniques cross over from the different sports here: snowboarding, longboarding, skateboarding, surfing even. All those techniques we're using across various different terrains. I can see in the distance, but the camera won't do. The camera loves him, but not right now. Sonny Dibben, the hardest man in Nottingham, was on track.
Allegedly.
We'll be heading back up behind me now. I can see Ryder there in the full face. Have a look on here, Slogs.
I was trying to look for a number.
Face?
No, I don't recognise that full face at all.
I know who that is. That is Sarah Jones, I believe.
Ah.
aka at Inzy1 on Instagram, a fantastic street graffiti artist.
Check out her graph.
An absolute sender on the board as well.
She's coming through the S's now.
Just taking a back seat there. She's not going to be happy with that. But I suspect she'll be straight back up.
To have another go.
That's it, tick-tacking for a little bit of speed there, grabbing rail round there. There's a little bit of a tight section there and a little bit of ticker tape.
But she's across the line, and that's what counts.
That is what counts. We've got another rider down the lower section, Jamie Charles. He's just finishing his run at the moment now, heading around the back of the freestyle. But back up to the top of the hill, I can see behind us, Margot. Margot Roland coming all the way from France.
Speed checked herself there, but she's back up.
World champion, overall world champion in the ladies
She had a
class.
hell of a time at Compiègne.
She's got a dirty right buttock there. One little mud patch on her right bum cheek. Hold it together around there, Margot.
She's nice and low down through there, stood up again across the line. That was nice.
I expect to see Margot and Lisa battling it out in the border cross later tomorrow.
Oh, that will be tasty.
That will be tasty. We would hope to see Sarah Jones also maybe competing in the border cross. Maybe a Sarah Watson, mountain boarding's most favourite Watson.
My favourite Watson.
Your favourite.
For a fact. But I'm not sure if Sarah will be riding. She's got a little bit of an injury that she tweaked the knee last weekend at Bugs. It's a maybe at the moment.
It's a maybe. We're hoping to cover some of the border cross racing tomorrow, but we're here doing the downhill. And on track to right now, I think, is Stephen. Oh, who are we here? As he comes round there.
That is Andy Rude Dog, Team Neat.
That is. Coming all the way from the northern borders.
The man who needs subtitles.
The most featured rider on the dirt. This is a fact for you. The most, of all riders, Andy Rudog has been on the dirt the most.
I think he's been on the dirt more than I have, because I've missed a couple.
Yeah, we're up to mid-60s on our episodes now, and I think he's joined us for pretty much all of them in some aspect.
I think you might be
We'll
right.
leave it to the viewers and listeners to find out how. That's
Answers on a postcard. And we'll sort out like a fridge magnet or something for you.
Andy Brind there on the on the course there. I'm not sure how long we'll be with you on this live stream today. I can see a little bit of weather moving in on the distance there.
Andy's coming in fast there.
I wonder if we can get like how long have we got left on this jam session? Andy Brind on there on the slow motion, looking for all the speed that he can there.
Is it his time to shine? That's the question.
Well, it would be. I've not seen brother Matt on the hill yet today.
I don't believe Matt's going to have one on the hill.
We do hope that Matt will be joining us in the live stream at some point. He's taking care of the timings tent at the moment. Ever giving, Matt Brind has really looked after the scene here over the years and supplied the whole UK Championship. You're looking at Graham Wedderburn, I believe, in this
With
bottom
a fast
section.
run. That was a really fast one.
That's it.
I
AKA
stopped
Cheb.
commentating because my mouth was open watching him. I was enjoying that.
I'm sure we may have a little bit of an action replay, but if not, we'll be heading. Well, we're stuck on us for a minute, but we'll
There's
be heading
worse places
shortly
to be
back up to
stuck.
the top of the hill. Stuck between us. Thankfully, there's nobody stuck between us today. I can see dropping the top section of the hill now. This is George Pollard.
George Pollard, what a week he had in Compiègne as well. I was really stoked for him. Want to thank him for letting me use his no snow on the downhill as well. Couldn't have done it without him.
An old Team Bad rider from way back. He's been on board for probably best part of 20 years.
Steve Burbeck claims to have shown him all the best rides, all the best.
Steve Burbeck? Who's that?
I don't know, just
Some old bloke that joined us on a little trip. He's hopefully joining us today. If he gets a chance to be in front of the cameras, we'll never get him off, unfortunately.
I have seen his van make its way down the hill into the camping area about half an hour ago, so no doubt we will see his face. That was it. That was an alternate line through the Sycamore there. Took it wide on the entry to it and then tight on the exit. But will it be the faster line? He's got a clean run down through there.
Straight across the line. Unfortunately, I'm not sure who that one was. Any idea who that was, Swags?
No, but I can make a name up if you want.
Yeah.
Barry Inchfinger.
Barry Inchfinger, that was.
Number 666.
Apologies for the sometime rambling nonsense of me and my compadre Sloggett here. We are used to a little bit more of a relaxed environment of a podcast filmed by ourselves
We've
in
got
my mum's basement.
Reece Crilly coming down again. If they wanted proper commentary, Dan, they would have paid for proper commentators.
Unfortunately, Joe Rogan wasn't available to come and commentate for this particular sporting event.
And
That's
David Attenborough turned us down as well.
That's it. A little replay here of Reece in the top section.
Looking fast through there. Even on a slow-mo, that was looking fast.
Last year's third Masters champion, third overall Masters champion last year.
I believe he done all right in the snowboarding as well.
He did. He's
Came up top
living
of the-
in Glasgow, a published writer now.
Yep. From all good bookstores and Amazon.
And or your library.
Ask your library to get it in, exactly. I'm waiting for the audio book.
Because you can't read.
Yeah.
This is Scott Ledbetter on the track now. You'll notice his bright yellow helmet.
What a ledge. He was the first ever person to come on the dirt. Episode 1. We can't thank him enough for doing that.
And
He
as
was our taster.
That's it, and as he crossed the line, we're into an ATB shop advert. And we are back at the top of the hill. Thank you for joining us today on this live YouTube stream. We are testing the capabilities of our patients, your patients,
And
Camera
especially-
Innovations patients, but we are attempting to cover the downhill leg of the ATBA UK Championships 2023. We averted disaster today with the rain. We had to scrap the board across, but we are running the downhill.
No, not scrap the board across. Postpone the board across.
Postponed the board
I
across.
want positive thoughts only on the board across running tomorrow.
You can see just how wet and slippery this track is out there. Tomorrow's weather forecast is looking bright and sunshine, and we are hoping to have full track coverage of the board across. 6 cameras, all linked, full live action replays of all the thrills, spills, bails and everything. We may even have a couple of guest commentators join us for that. And
Or do we get to choose the guests?
we could potentially. We hope to also have a little bit of an edit later on for you, and to cover a few of the shenanigans to post
We got a
alongside
horse
the
coming.
stream tomorrow.
Got a horse coming down through the Sycamore now. Oh, he took that nice clean line. He got down low then.
Looking very clean horse.
He'll be stoked with that one.
Just disappearing now behind the freestyle kicker and heading down towards the laser line.
He'll be happy with that one. I'm very happy for him.
Across the line and into that slow motion there. Check this line out around this Sycamore. Super low, super tight, held on, little bit of a slip.
Very
Back
nice.
to the top.
V nice, Dan. V nice.
V nice. There's Bieran Martley who's just finishing his line down at the bottom of the track now, and was looking very quick, I might add.
And as we speak of Mr. Burbeck, not 5 minutes ago, he appears on
And
the
Mr.
hill.
Birkbeck on the hill over on
Give
the
him a
side
little
there.
wave.
You'll just see this rider now in the yellow helmet there, heading
This
past
is-
Mr. Birkbeck on your screen.
This is Zach coming down the hill.
Nicely done, Zach.
He's got some family pedigree, what with Uncle Andy and Uncle Matt being in his bloodline, so we should be seeing some good things from this lad in the future.
I wonder if they've had him off their big air kicker yet. Ducks under the line there. That's it. You can see him taking that toe side around the back of the freestyle.
Very nice. And we're currently on camera. We're looking at Jeff Bond going down the hill for a nice clean run.
Unfortunately, we're not able to show every single run here. There are multiple riders on track at any one given time.
And what we are trying to do is not catch Sonny Dibben on camera at all through the whole weekend. That's the plan. We've run through that with Tim.
This
and
is
Cameron.
young Kira.
She has got through that sycamore.
Watch her pointing her finger, top beginner tip there, keeping it low.
Point your finger in the direction you want to go.
Looking super smooth there, Kira.
Oh, she's got it. She has
No need for
got
Dad
it.
running her down beside her this time. She's got it. Oh! Just run across the ticker tape there. We hope she's okay. We're coming back up to us, guys, at the top. Just so you know, in the background we have Ash Hollins making his way down. We'll come back to you with hopefully some timings and let you know just how long of the broadcast we've got left. But tomorrow's broadcast will be full live, 6-camera, full border cross action.
We've
in
got-
glorious, beautiful
We've
UK
got
sunshine.
every inch of the border cross track covered by cameras. You will not miss anything, I can promise you that.
It was looking supreme. We ran a test run on it last night in the good weather, and it was phenomenal.
The new bottom half, well, the bottom third, is running rapido.
Yep, there's been some great track reparations gone on over the last few weeks, including a whole new bottom section that is just phenomenal. Phenomenal. Hats off
We've
to
got
the
Aaron Carter.
builders there.
Oh, unlucky Aaron. He's all wrapped up in the ticker tape, but he's up and running again now.
You can see the grass sledges in the background as well. They're a lot of fun.
Bring the family to Bugs and get them on them sledges. The kids love them. Then make them mountain board, obviously.
Aaron Carter now into the bottom quarter of the track there, holding it nice and clean.
He was very unfortunate getting wrapped up in that post.
It was indeed. Let's see if we've got a replay of that now, of him just slightly just catching that back wheel there on that post. It's happened to me before. It's happened to me before in racing a number of times.
You got wrapped up in the netting that time, didn't you?
I did
You
get
took
wrapped
an
up in the
unfortunate
netting.
one, and Stu Lugger took advantage of you.
That's Rennie just passing behind the back of the Sycamore, looking quick there.
He is looking very rapid through there. And I can guarantee he'll be smiling. Oh, he's taking a downward one. He'll still be smiling after that, though.
You just see that replay now. Not quite holding on to it in the corner there. But he
Back
ducked
in.
under the ticker tape, across the line, and back to us.
We have got Alice back on the track. She has got her own riding style, and it works for her. Oh, keep going. She can get low on that board. She grabs rails around all these corners.
We hope to see some good racing from the ladies tomorrow. And Alice just crossed the line there. Sliding out around the Sycamore there.
Matt
Well,
Brind has just had a cheeky run down through it where the camera wasn't on him, which is fortunate for everyone else.
He may be joining us tomorrow as part of the live stream team, but he's getting a cheeky
We've-
little ride in
we've got
today, and I
Ash.
suspect that'll be one of the quickest.
We've got Ash Mulholland on the track now.
Coming through those S's, really nice. Got through the slippery area. It might have got a bit tackier in there, Dan. I haven't seen that many people bathing in that area now.
There does seem to be a bit of extra traction now. A little bit of extra traction.
Maybe the water's drained further down the hill.
What? Maybe it's dragged a little bit further. We're just up the top of the hill now there with... Is that... I'm not sure who that is, but I can see a South Coast Mountainboarding t-shirt.
It'll be Weymouth area then, I believe.
And making his way down into the final turns there before crossing the finish line. That sycamore tree still catching a few people out there. It does seem to be a very tricky little section.
It's not getting any better in there.
From here where we can see a lot of churned up grass and mud starting to pick up in that corner, but it hasn't rained.
No, it looks like a herd of cows has gone through it now.
It hasn't rained, and if it continues to hold off, this is only going to get faster. Only going to get faster. I can see a next rider dropping in behind me here. Alex Hayden there, another South Coast Mountainboard rider.
Took a nice line through there.
Oh,
he's a wavy hand man, isn't he?
He just caught the edge of that roller there, didn't he, with his heel edge? Managing to hold it together though. That's not going to be a slow time.
No, it's not. Oh, it might possibly. Oh, did he make the finish line?
It's going to have cost him though. It will have cost him. Here's Alex again, just about to clip the edge of that roller on his heel edge there, running right at the edge of the track.
Oh, he was lucky there, wasn't he?
He was really lucky.
Oh.
So he wouldn't have wanted to go over on his heels over the falls there, that's for sure. Looking over now, I think that is a Jack Dudley.
Oh, done that in unison. Cute.
Is it Joe Gauntlet? Oh, we both got it wrong in unison.
Oh, did we?
Joe Gauntlet, aka System Across the Line.
He is a big deal in mountain boarding.
He is a big deal. Used to work and ride with the Tramper crew. These days is now doing a lot of wood turning.
I believe he's gone freelance.
He's gone freelance. Heading back up to the hill in just a moment. We should see our next rider dropping down. Oh no. The cameras finally found him and lost him.
So we've got Sonny Dibben. If you don't know who he is, you don't want to know who he is.
And if the camera doesn't find him, that's not a problem either.
He's very small. It's very hard for the camera to find him.
He is holding it clean through there, though.
Yeah, if we can't give him a bit of credit. We do really like him sometimes. Got a clean run through there.
Got a clean run, holding it nice and tight through that, behind the back of the freestyle kicker.
He's got a lot of years riding experience, that boy.
He has.
He knows what he's doing.
I mean, I still think he's like almost 14. But no, he's almost on the verge of the Masters these
14
days.
what, inches tall?
Who's that down there in the corner? Unfortunately, we have no idea how long this little jam session is going to continue for.
So continues so the legs don't work anymore.
or my tongue stops wagging.
You got a reel there. Crack your reel open and wet your whistle.
Oh yes, a nice little sip of Rio. Any major drink sponsor could have their advert running right now.
Yeah, so Brewdog, if you're listening, send me some punk. Or Hazy Jane. I'm not arsed either way.
Right, they're back up with us on here. I'm looking down at this camera looking at us. Oh, handsome faces. Oh. paid partnerships, we can have them.
I'll tell you what does feel weird, actually being in the same place as you while commentating. Or
Yeah,
doing
normally we are in different rooms commentating on the
We're in
Dirt
different
podcasts.
counties.
You can check out our own YouTube channel.
If you like listening to mountain boarders talk about mountain boarding to other mountain boarders.
Connor Smout on the track there, passing quickly behind the sycamore.
It's got a nice tight line
Hold
through
it
there.
together there, Connor.
I don't want to say too much because I don't want to give him the commentator's curse and he goes on his ass, but he's got a clean run through there.
He's definitely got it through across the line there.
Nice one, Connor.
Happy days for Connor. We had the wonderful pleasure of hanging out with Connor last week in France, and he's such a sterling lad, isn't he?
He's a trooper, and he's also had a lot of input on this timing system we're using today. He's worked his magic with it, jiggery pokery and sorcery and electronics.
Soldered, I think the term is.
Jiggery pokery and sorcery. That's the technical term for it. If you want to use like layman's soda.
I should imagine we've just got one of our younger riders on the track there, young Bella. She's unfortunately taken not a clean run this time. You've seen a couple of runs of her there, but heading back up to the top in a moment.
I'll give her 100% for
rider
commitment. I'll tell you that, Bella.
7 years old, can you believe that? There's hope for my daughters yet. I'd like to see them come up over the next couple of years and maybe ever compete with us. Looking up to the top of the hill now.
We've got Stu Ibsen dropping in, coming down through the first little section there. He's got that dial now. He was having a few problems with that in practice, but he's got that corner dial now straight into the sycamore. What's he got for us? Oh, this is looking clean. Stu, Hart Hill rider from back in the day. He's been riding since year dot. Lovely, lovely man.
He is looking clean through there.
Oh, he's got it. He's got a clean one. He will be stoked with that.
He will be very happy. Here's the replay of around the back of the sycamore there.
Round the outside, round the outside.
And back with us again.
I'm very happy for Stu there.
Yeah, he'd be very happy with that run. That was a nice, clean run.
If I was down the hill, he'd get a fist bump. He'll have to get a virtual one.
Out of sight of the cameras, we can just see in the background Andy Bryn making his way down into the bottom of the section. But at the very top of the hill, you should see, oh, who was that?
Oh, is he okay? Oh, he's up and riding again. I'd like to see a replay of that because I missed it in real time. So if the Camera Innovation boys are listening, can we get that on the replay?
No, they missed it as well. Fear not though, we are working here just today with the one camera. Tomorrow we'll be out in force with 6 cameras.
Oh, he's gone down
and
again.
Not a single piece of action will be missed.
I think he slid across the finish line there, but he needs to run back up the hill and do that thing.
Here's that finish line crash again.
Did he go straight across the timing? Did he get a time there?
He got a time, and thankfully by the looks of things he didn't take the timing system out. Little bit of a breeze coming across here now in Gloucestershire.
But
we can see the flags and the ticker tape whistling and
But it's
flapping in
only
the
going to
wind.
help dry the track out.
That's it.
So we'll take that little bit of a breeze if it's doing the work what we need it to do. I'd like to know some times, Dan.
I would also. I believe that they may be live on the 8. Oh, Steve, we are live at the moment, please, mate. Excuse for the interruption there. That in-camera shot was Steve Birkbeck.
Hey, oh, yeah, that pointing that way.
Absolutely rattled my brains, that one did, Steve.
That's all right, Steve.
Good afternoon, how are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How's the racing?
There's no racing at the moment.
Well,
this is
the downhill. Yeah, but I mean, they're racing
all right, they're racing themselves
against the clock.
It's going pretty well.
For God's sake.
Jamie Charles on track there at the moment. Apologies there for Steve Burback's invasion of the live broadcast. We will invite him on tomorrow's episode at some point.
We might not
now. Even as he walks away, you'll notice the camera's shaking there whilst Jamie Charles finishes his run. We're going to work back up to the top of the hill there. The camera will pan back round to the top of the hill and hopefully
locked and
catch
loaded
the
into
next
position.
rider for you. Who's this now? Got a Simon. Not sure who that rider is there. I can't see a number anywhere.
It's clean now. It's nice through the S's there. It definitely seems to be drying up down that bottom section. There's a lot more grip going on.
We're back on us again.
And we're sat on top of the North Shore, and we've got a couple trolls underneath us, so I can see.
Trip trap dropping underneath.
Hey, Sammy.
This North Shore is approximately about 12 foot down to land in there, a big old drop.
We've got James Wanklin on course again. Looking fly through those S's. The man's got style, the man can ride as fast in switch as he can, riding regular.
Looking for every little bit of speed he can find on this track. I expect to see James in the finals tomorrow at the Watercross.
I will definitely agree with you there. That's how I'd like to see that, and I've got a feeling you will see that.
Again, thank you for joining us today at this ATBA UK Live Championships. This is the downhill. We're just working through these riders now, trying to cobble together this little event for the scene, the community, battling against the elements. The cold, the wind, the rain, it's all against us in the last 24 hours, isn't it? But it is due to get better. We will be back tomorrow with more coverage of the Bordercross and hopefully the freestyle as well. Looking to the track.
We've got Leo on the track now. He is one of our Groms and he is sending it. He's got really clean down through the Sycamore into the S's. He's carrying a lot of speed through there, Dan.
He is indeed. We're going to chop over to the ATB shop advert again at the bottom of this run here now as Leo crosses the line. We'll see you in a minute. Join us back at the top of the hill for the downhill of the ATBA UK Championships 2023.
Welcome back to Bugs Boarding, Maysmore, Gloucestershire, where the sun is shining and the weather is sweet for the downhill. We're currently watching Bieran go down through the S's. That looks like a very quick run from him. He'll be stoked with that one.
His preferred discipline is the downhill for Bieran. He's a very accomplished free rider. I've ridden with him all over Europe and the country in free ride environments, and he's super good at it.
And a lovely bloke to boot.
Yeah. AKA the Rocker Hopper. This is Mark Bishop, current Masters World Overall Champion.
And he can get himself out of some sticky situations. You think he's going over and he pulls it back from the brink.
He's like the human weeble. He wobbles but never falls down.
That was a very nice run from Bish.
Little wobble round the back.
And Bish has only been mountain boarding for a couple years. He
Little
came
hand down there on the action replay.
And Bish came through the electric scene. He came to the first EBIT event, and we all introduced him to actual mountain boarding. I believe he borrowed your board that time
He
when we
did
took him to
indeed.
Cleve.
And he's become thoroughly engrossed in the community and the scene.
He's
His
entrenched.
whole family is now on boards. This is Lisa McLennan now on track. I believe will most likely be the fastest lady so far here.
That was a very clean run from her. I think that was
Did it?
faster than her first run.
I've got to say she's probably faster than both of us.
Oh,
She's
that's
an incredible rider.
yep.
We are
believe
back
that-
with us at the top of the hill.
That was
here.
our third run of the day. Our fastest one, from what I could tell.
I think
She
so.
took
I
a little
think so.
tumble in her second run, so it's either the first run or the third run. That's
That first run was quick though.
yep.
First run was quick. We're looking now back at the top of the hill, waiting for our next rider to drop in. There's still a lot of riders up there.
It looks like we got Harry Jessup locked and loaded, ready to go. He's just waiting for Ayla to give him the nod. Once she gets the go-ahead from the tent down the bottom. Got a little bit of a delay. Not nice for Harry, sat up in the gate, waiting, twitching, thinking it through. You don't really want to be waiting up there for too long. A lovely shot of Ayla there, centre of the picture. She's put a lot of hard work over the years to make these events work for us.
Massive props to and shout out to the whole of the ATBA UK team. They all work solidly for our enjoyment and pleasure in hosting these events and putting it all on.
Oh, we got, is this Sarah again?
This is indeed Sarah Jones making her way down the track now, looking fast. Hold it
Oh,
together
that was a
there.
nice line through there. She'll be happy
Yeah.
with that. I'm happy with that. It's kind of a lot of speed into the S there. Yes,
Round
go
the
on.
back of the freestyle there. Hold it
Hold it,
together.
hold it, hold it. Oh,
Oh no, and she's taken out the timing as well. This could cause a bit of an interruption here, ladies and gentlemen.
But is she up? She's up and okay, we hope. She's taken out the 80 borders flag as well as a timing system, but as long as she's okay, then I'm okay.
Let's
She
go
was
to a quick
flying as
replay
well.
now and just see her just holding it together. She was looking so fast in the top section, but unfortunately couldn't hold that final corner there. And we're back to us just for a minute or two.
What we can see is that she's up again, so she's okay.
Thank you for joining us here for the moment. We're going to have a little bit of a filler here. We might as well plug our own podcast.
Or you could do a rap for us, do you know what I mean?
No, we'll go with check out the Dirt Podcast on YouTube. We've got over 64 episodes uploading almost weekly to fortnightly with guests from around the world, having them in like friends in your living room, some might say.
Oh, I like that. I like that, Dan.
Oh, good.
And we might as well give the other Mountainboard podcast a shout out while we're here. The Rose Situation, go check them out for some toilet-based mountainboard humour.
Audio only.
Will Fox and Emlyn Bainbridge. That one is a lot of laughs.
And we
Personally, my favourite mountainboard podcast.
We should probably take a time out to give a few thanks to some of our sponsors here. We have ATB Shop, We have Hero boards, Tramper, MBS mountain boards, and obviously the fantastic Bugs boarding. I think we can say that the Dirt is probably one of the sponsors as well. Camera innovations.
We couldn't do it without any of these people lending us their support. We really appreciate it. The mountain board community as a whole really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And you're back with us here at the top there. We are moving into the last 5-10 minutes or so of live streaming here. We've got a bit of weather movement coming in, so we're going to look to wrap it up in this. Riding will probably continue whilst these riders do their last runs and finish off this downhill. You'll need to check out the ATBA UK website. And links to check out the actual timings for in the finishing of the competition. We can see now on the hill Margot Rowland.
She took a lovely little power slide, 180 power slide through by the sycamore tree there. Everyone was really stoked from the top of the hill, was cheering. She's got nice and low for that S.
So she's taken off her bright orange.
Oh, she held it together there.
Held it together there.
Oh.
Look at this replay here of her just sliding out, really showing her board control there.
She pulled that back from the brink.
And we're back with us. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are just moving into the last couple of minutes there of this broadcast. We've got a bit of wind and inclement weather joining us. We're unable to run these cameras in that sort of weather, so we will be tying it up very shortly. We would like to take this moment to say thank you again to our sponsors there, Bugs Boarding, ATB Shop, Hero Boards, MBS Mountain Boards, Tramper Mountain Boards. Anyone else that I'm forgetting? Camera Innovations, obviously, who are filming us right at this moment. And the Dirt Mountainboard Podcast, atborders.com. Go check all these people out on the social medias. You'll find links in the spider web of mountain boarding. And we are going to cut over to this run here now.
That is George coming down the hill, I believe.
No,
it's Simon Harwood.
Harwood there.
We need to get this back on dialed. Maybe we should make everyone write their names on the top of their helmets as they go past, so they go past that.
That's it. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we head down in this, we may take one more run here. One more run from the top to finish out today's broadcast. Please make sure you join us tomorrow, where we'll be back here with good weather, 6 cameras, all covering the entire border cross track and the freestyle hopefully as well, fingers crossed on that, but there'll be a much more comprehensive coverage for you at home.
I can see Matt Brind walking up the hill with his board. He's going to try and get a second run in before the jam ends.
But from us here today, I'm going to say thank you and goodbye.
Ciao.